Just got done watching Fear the Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 2. Off the bat, I want to apologize for my audio in the last Fear the Walking Dead video. I know it wasn't good. Hopefully this one's just okay. I know we got some background noise with my girlfriend playing her games. My computer makes a lot of noise. And audio is just not great. So there is that. But this is a little confusing who's even seen these episodes because the Season 7 premiere is premiering on TV tonight. But it was early with AMC Plus, as was this episode. But anyway, let's get into it. I would say overall, spoiler-free, this episode was just okay. It's about as okay or as good as you can expect a Walking Dead episode to be these days, you know. And that goes, I guess, for Fear, the main show mostly as well. And World Beyond, people really hate World Beyond right now, but I'm just the same as I probably am with it with Fear. Of course, the original show always has a very special place in my heart. But anyway, let me read off my notes I got here and just talk a little bit about it. I think overall I enjoyed maybe last episode more, but I would say this one was just on par too. So anyway, so I do like the Fallout visuals. I said this on my last one, and I am surprised how far they really went into making this like a Fallout situation. Everyone's ever played the game Fallout. Or there's another game, I can't think of it, but it's where the guy has the car and he's in the wasteland. It's some video game. Mad Max is what it is. They really got those vibes with the atmosphere of the zombies, their appearance and the environment and everything. And of course I think to myself, like, realistically, like, would they all know, like, okay, this protective gear, I can just makeshift it and protect myself from the nuclear radiation. Like, even if you're still alive, like Morgan and whatever, his girlfriend, I forget her name, but even though they're making it through all this, in a few years they would have cancer or something. I mean, I would think.
How do you know that?
But you know, okay, they're fine for now. So.
How do you know they won't get RNG?
Grace's character right off the bat was just really annoying, and there was kind of a stupid scene where she's hiding like under a shelf. She pulls the shelf down and hides herself from these people who are coming in looking for her. I guess they're the people that they see later on in the episode that have the baby. Coincidentally enough, they have a baby as well, or a zombie baby. Spoilers, you know. Just the storylines are just too coincidental. I mean, there's a lot of that in Fear. I think, like, the fact that Morgan and Grace have the baby already is coincidental enough, since she just lost the baby and now they run into somebody else with the baby. It's like, okay. But yeah, Grace just basically, okay, but no, really stupid that they didn't find her under the shelf, especially because it was so loud when she pulled it down. Okay, so, and then Grace is really annoying. She's just wanting to give up, which I get it. She's going through a hard time, just lost a baby, a horrible thing to go through, I'm sure. And but still, it doesn't make her any less annoying to watch at the same time, because I'm not all that attached to her, so it's not like I really feel for her, you know. It's just kind of like, okay, whatever, you know. Fine for me anyway. They say the baby it needs milk. It can't eat solid foods. I have a niece that's like probably younger than she is, and she's eating solid foods. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too technical with it, but I think the baby can handle solid foods. This episode I have in my notes was good birth control though, because hearing this baby cry just constantly, and behind the scenes, they said that the baby, it was like effortless. It deserved an Emmy or an award because it's crying. It would just, you know, do it easily. So yeah, so I was like, yeah, I don't want kids. This is making me not want kids for quite a while. This crying is only so annoying, and I'm hearing it much less than what they are, you know. So let's see. The car and the suit for the baby that they made shift, it looks silly. It looks like something out of course, like a Fallout video game or something. Maybe this is really how you would go. It's just like, why did you? I know what they were. Sorry for the background noise. I know what they were going for. With the car, you know, they wanted it to look like a radiation, you know, nuclear fallout thing, but it's just silly, you know. It's just. But I see what they're going for on one hand, but anyway. And then the suit for the baby as well. Like, how are you so sure that this works? Like, this material. He said it was an apron or something that he found. So maybe it would work. Maybe it's like one of the X-ray aprons that they put over you whenever you go to get your teeth cleaned or whatever, get X-rayed. And
this house is dead. The fucking general basement house, there's nothing, there's no windows open.
This is frustrating too. So, the Alexandria is not brought up. You would think that Morgan at this point would be like, hey, because he's talking about going somewhere. Let's go somewhere. Alexandria, you know, Hilltop. As far as you know, those places are still standing. Unless he's just too ashamed because of how he left. But still say that. Let us know. You know, act like that stuff still existed. That's a part of who you were. It's just so strange. Maybe he'll come to that idea at the very last episode of the series. But it's just like so strange that he wouldn't think to go there, you know, since they're planning on going on a long trip away from this place anyway. And he's not even talking about reuniting with everybody else. So what's stopping you from just going? Or seeing if everybody else is alive? He doesn't even know, I guess. The car crash, oh my God, because Grace was freaking out. And Morgan was not keeping his eyes on the road because he was trying to help her get the CD out because they couldn't get the CD out. Or
she's really pissing me off.
The cassette tape. And yeah, so super frustrating that they crashed and blew a tire because of that. Also, was Morgan a mechanic? Because he repairs this car, like, gets it going, you know, does all this work to it. When he was supposed to be looking for milk, you know, so the baby doesn't starve to death.
Who's in that fucking locker?
But, so, yeah, and then he goes into the enemy's place and puts a tire on for them, so if he was a mechanic, you know, before, that's fine, just say it. I mean, I don't know how he learned all this stuff about cars. I mean, I think most people have a certain baseline knowledge, but it seems like he just knows it all, you know, so I don't know if we've ever heard that part of Morgan's character or not. The melting zombies on the window, those look super gross, you know, from the radiation or whatever it was. So the people that have the baby, you know, coincidentally enough, are the dead baby. Their faces are like melting off, like Fallout style. I put it in my thumbnail. Again, if you ever played the game Fallout, they're called ghouls, and their faces are all irradiated and their noses melt off.
For like the longest time.
I'm sorry, it's very loud this video. She was very loud when she played games. And then, and then we get a visit from. Oh, but I like the line in here that Morgan says. He says to Grace about the kids reading comics. You know, let's get mad at the dinner table because our kid won't pay attention to us because he's reading comic books. And it reminds me, I was just watching actually the very first episode of Walking Dead, the original series, the other day, and Dwayne was reading a comic book, and he brings up Dwayne in this episode sometimes too. So it's nice that, you know, it makes Morgan feel more like the old Morgan that we knew because he's saying things that you'd expect him to say, talking about his son and that. So that was nice. And then the zombie baby in the suitcase, super dark. I don't know if we've ever seen a zombie baby, like, officially, and I don't know why we would expect that. You know, you couldn't have zombie babies on the show, but this just kind of confirms, okay, yeah, the babies can be turned into zombies. What about the animals? You know, I still wonder about the animals. I don't think so. But yeah, super dark, the baby clawing at the suitcase. Reminds me of the scene, if you've ever seen the movie Dawn of the Dead, the zombie baby in that. Oh, man, that movie was dark. And let's see. Oh, and then so we get a visit from Strand's people. They're searching the submarine whenever Morgan and Grace get back. And Morgan's telling Grace to go with the baby because he doesn't think it'd be a good idea to be around Strand with just him. But I would think that Morgan would be able to swallow that hate and go and it'd be okay because I don't know why Strand would not want Morgan there. If anything, Morgan has the reason to be mad at Strand. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't know why Strand is mad at Morgan. That's what I'm trying to say. And if I would imagine Morgan could just drop all of that and go there for the baby's own good. But, yeah, we got to make conflict, right? So, I mean, I'm sure it'd be tough for Morgan, but I think he could do it for the baby. And, I mean, he let Strand get away the fucking first time, right? After he tried to kill him. So whatever, and then I have another note. Morgan's getting cancer for sure, and then we get something I guess interesting enough, but again a little bit too convenient. So the bounty hunter from the premiere of last season, I really like that actor. I really like that character. I wanted them to keep him around, and I guess they eventually had that late thought too, but they bring him back. So apparently, they just got the same actor again, and that's his. And playing it off like it's his twin brother is what they said in the behind-the-scenes thing. which, you know, I'm glad to have the actor back. I mean, who knows if his twin brother will act just like him. You know, same personality and all that. The bounty hunter thing was badass, but yeah, it's just if there was a mention of a twin brother or something, then I'd cut it a big break, you know, but I don't think there was. So it just all feels a little bit very convenient. But at the very least, I guess I'm happy to see that actor back because I did like him a lot. So yeah, and I can't stand Grace, right? I can't stand Grace. So that's what I got for the review. You know, just like I said, just okay episode. Some good things here and there, you know, with the zombie baby and that I thought was pretty dark, and then the Mo baby almost getting smothered. But just a lot of this stuff again just feels too convenient, and you know, a little bit stretching what you would believe to be possible, you know, with them making it through this radiation and all that. But I do like some of the visuals, I guess. It's just, and then again, Morgan not talking about Alexandria, saying something about it at least. So yeah, so that's what I got. Let me know what you thought of the episode, and yeah, and then we'll be doing a World Beyond review next. So yeah, let's see if anybody will give a shit about that one. All right, thanks for watching.